go. Not a cloud in the sky. It's sunny. Hair's good.
Bro, stop talking about your hair. People are tired of your hair.
We've already given value to clients privately. Live stream, going to the events.
Dude, we woke up at 6 o'clock this morning. We had 2 sessions with clients, fixed some things, see? Then we did a live stream.
I just hit my head.
Now we're about to go teach 2 events. Here's the thing. Nobody can stop us. Nobody.
Nobody.
That was anticlimactic.
Centric and dealing with all the different things that you guys talked about, like client fulfillment and taxes and payroll and all that kind of stuff. How do you guys maintain like being the best for your clients? Like, how do you keep up with your skills and copy and marketing and staying cutting edge? Like, how do you guys kind of carve out that time so you are the best?
You want to go first?
Go.
Well, I think part of it, if you like picture it like a sword in battle, part of it is sharpening the sword, and part of it is actually being in battle. So one is like sharpening the tool, and one is learning how to wield and use the tool. You can't just sit around and study all day and be good. You'll become really smart, but you'll become like, you won't be able to actually use it. For me, this is why I do organic. I don't do organic to get clients, even though organic is a way to get clients, and it's a way you can use, you can do it to get clients. But I don't post every day to get clients. I post because I'm wielding the weapon. I'm like writing all the time, and I'm getting better at communicating clarity and short sentences. And so I'll study, and then I'll write based on what I'm studying. And that's why there's like a post every day coming out of my Facebook somewhere. It's not because we need the money, it's because if I don't do that, then my copywriting will atrophy and I won't be able to use it anymore. So I think the answer to that question is really compounded, because you need to be studying and reading and all that stuff. You also need to be using it probably every day. The more you can use it, the better. But the tactile answer is like boring. You just wake up earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing that's important about marketing is you have to be creative, right? And what is creativity? It's a combination of ideas. What I do, and I lost this for a long time because we just got so buried in our business. What I've started doing again is just re-exploring old ads and copy and studying guys like Ogilvy and Gary Halbert, John Carlton, and just, for me at least, tactically, just soaking some of that up, somebody else's creativity. It's amazing how that'll just spark ideas for me. And then I'll like start weaving things together on what we can do in our business. I don't know if you guys saw that post, but I was just reading some Gary Halbert over the weekend, and I did have a moment of gratitude, just like, man, these guys have paid the price, especially what they didn't have the things back then that we have now. We talked about this for a few minutes yesterday, in the ability to go out and experiment and try things very, very quickly at a very low cost. And we're just a bunch of babies these days. Like, oh my God, I have to run an ad. I've got to get into Facebook. These dudes spend tens of thousands of dollars, many times hundreds of thousands of dollars, to like mail letters. And then it took months for them to know what the hell's going on.
Has anybody studied old businesses? Rockefeller, Carnegie, Olds. So these guys, like, the way that it worked back then is your credit was attached to your last name. So today you can like go get a loan because of your credit score and stuff. But they didn't have any of this back then. When JP Morgan was putting everything together and banks were lending things, and legit, like, they would go into get credit, and if their dad paid the bills on time, and then their dad's dad paid the bills on time, then they had credit and they would get lending. And so these guys would have to go in and take massive amounts of money out of their family's pool of credit to start a venture because it was expensive. And there's this book called Breaking Rockefeller. It's about how, it's a very good book. It's basically how these guys teamed up to take down Rockefeller, because Rockefeller was killing everyone in the oil business. And they teamed up to take him down. And this one guy got excommunicated pretty much from his family because he took out a loan on his family's last name. And they were like, if this doesn't work, you're ruining like our kids' chances and our kids' chances. It's over. And then the oil well that they went to get oil out of, but the calculations were wrong and didn't have any oil. So they had to send a letter back. It took like a week and a half to get back. And it's literally like these guys didn't have feedback loops. Like their feedback loop was we send a letter on a ship across the Atlantic Ocean and they get it and they send it back to us. And
hopefully they get smallpox and die.
the risk was so big. It was so huge. And I think that today we take it all for granted. You can get a Discover card or an Amex or whatever else you want and start an ad account. You can give a couple $1,000s to a mentor who will teach you a proven process. It's made most business owners really soft because we don't understand where we came from. We don't understand the risk that people had to take in the 1800s, in the early 1900s, to actually build something. And it's too easy now. This is what we can offer you that's more important than teaching you what headlines work and what headlines don't. We can talk about that all day. Who cares if you're going to be out of the game by Christmas? If your webinar doesn't work, it doesn't matter. This is the gritty part of entrepreneurship that, quite frankly, like we've lost and we've taken for granted. And it's time, this is why we do this. This is why we can't give up, is because we need a chosen few good people to reset how things are done and pass this message on to other people. Does that make sense?